early start on the planned video. So today we're going to Nissan Cochran, South Hills in Pittsburgh. Gonna have the tire rotation.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Ohio 14 East, Salem Unity Road.
Don't ever interrupt me again. So we're going to get the car checked up for that, and we want to keep the warranty fresh. So.
Turn left onto Ohio 14 East, Salem Unity Road.
Holy crap. Say it again. So we got a 100,000 mile battery warranty and stuff, and whoever leased it for a year put some wear on the front tires, which they rotated to the back before I bought it. And I didn't realize it till the light came on, and I took a nickel out and checked the tires. So they're going to wear out more on the front wheel drive than, the rear, even though you got the weight of the battery and everything. We just turned on because I saw the deer. We were going to go to Maryland and spend the night in the lodge. And I decided, after yesterday, I was like, I didn't make any reservations, didn't make plans.
Continue for 27 miles.
So we're just going to go and come back, maybe come back a scenic route or something. I could go down there for the day, but I don't want to rush drive. I want to stop and see the sights along the way. And that would put me back at rush hour coming back to Pittsburgh. It looks like Route 51 and 40 to go down to that area. Not that far, western Maryland. So we're showing 94% battery. We've gone 3.3 miles, and it's showing 246 on the range. It's not cold enough in the car because it was in the attached garage to turn on the heat yet. So that's something we're going to learn, how much that's going to drop. The air conditioning didn't make any difference that mattered. It's actually a pretty efficient system, the air conditioner. The heat, that's going to take a little bit more. So if you get an electric car, they recommend you get heated seats and a heated steering wheel so you don't use the electric heater as much, and thus less energy. So it's a new way of doing things. It's pretty cool. I like it. It kind of woke me up and gave me something to do. I'm not quite sure what that beep was. So we're showing 43 degrees on Google Maps, 42 on the dash. I'm not sure what the temperature is inside the car, but it's actually probably around 60-ish. Overcast skies, as you can see. So we might have to turn on the heat once the cabin air temperature drops from the outside temperature plus the wind chill of driving. So we checked the fluids. The brake fluid is it's not clear anymore. It's starting to get a little color. There is another coolant that runs some of the electronics, either the battery charger or something up front. It doesn't go through the battery. Nissan leaves are air cooled. Sorry, oh my goodness. Filled the washer fluid. Wiped down a good part of the engine compartment after we washed and dried the car, and then we vacuumed out the car and cleaned all the windows and everything that we could clean in the car. hurry. And we're going to turn on the fan to clear the window. One click. Just to get some fresh air in. Most time when you run AC, you close off the car so it's just circulating and stuff, unless you want fresh air. And that keeps the system from overworking. So the heat in your ICE vehicle, it comes from the inefficiency of the engine, which is burning 20 to 30% of its energy to propel you, and the rest is wasted in exhaust and heat production in your engine. So you think it's free heat, but it's actually a good deal of your gas money is going toward waste, and it just becomes inconvenient in the wintertime to heat exchange it into the cabin through the cooling system. So Google Maps says we got 63 hours, an hour and 13 minutes to go, and it's 8:16 in the AM. So hopefully we're all right. And if we come back home 376, the old 60, we might pull off near the Pittsburgh airport and use our EV Go card just to say, that's the first card charging system we signed on, never used them. They've never been on the route anywhere. And then they stuck a new one in West Mayfield, which if you're into computers, that's a Micro Center. And of course I went there right before that, or whatever, last winter, coming home from the VA. And haven't been in there for 70 years that the computer era is beyond me now. Though I think compared to what you paid in the 1990s, you could get one hell of a computer for $2,000 to $3,000 nowadays. We're just also spoiled on the low price of TVs and computers that it's kind of hard to pay over $400 or $500 for a decent laptop now. Like I said, usually went in there and I knew what everything was about and everything fit me. And then, like I said, I was so sick. In fact, the last time I went in there was right after a nerve block. And still pretty much understood and how to do everything in there. And now, of course, it's just computer cabinets with fancy lights and stuff. So I'm sure it's not too far beyond me. It's just like, wow, I just let things go by me for 10 years. Somebody working on a metal roof. The metal roof's over 100 years old. Now we might have to turn on the heat pretty soon. I'm starting to feel a little bit. And there's, like I said, no sun. So this route, Mom used to drag us on, Dad used to drag us on to go visit my mom's parents and relatives in Pennsylvania all the time. It'd be cool if you had the movies, what it looked like back then, but you could only get regular Super 8 film back then on 5-minute reels, and my parents turned it into the Blair Witch Hunt by doing like 3-second shots and rotating. I'm surprised we all didn't have seizures from watching that stuff. Let's see how many different scenes we can get on a 5-minute reel that totally become useless when you get old. And as bad as the quality seemed 50 years ago, or it seems 100 times worse looking at that crap now. Alright, I'm going to give it a break and turn you guys back on near the border if we see something interesting. So, into Columbiana. See you in a bit.